something else instead.
That's brilliant.
Keep it to
Rely on
yourself.
somebody
People don't need to
and
know it.
you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
I'll tell you something, you have a problem. Bal Kagan will make sure you'll be replaced.
What? The sleeper have mercy on me. I need to get rid of this stuff.
Think about it. Give me the weed and we'll share the profit.
Oh man, I need to get rid of this stuff. You wouldn't try to make me look like a fool, would you?
I give you my word.
Good. Here's the stuff. You should get at least 400 ore for it. That would be 200 for each of us. I'll be waiting here. Come back as soon as you have the ore.
Do you know who'll take bigger amounts here?
If I knew that, I would have gone myself. I feel much better now that I'm rid of this stuff.
Every time.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Same old story. Every time.
That wasn't very clever.
I've sold the weed.
And my 200 ore?
Here it is.
That won't happen
Good.
again.
Now I don't give a damn about Bal Kagan anymore.
People always talk.
It was a good idea to do business with you.
I wouldn't like to be in
Show me
his
what you...
Here.
Get out of it.
Maybe. I
Some
better keep
people
out of it.
never learn. I better keep out of it.
People always talk.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
As long as I'm not involved.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
Some people
That's how-
never. Same old story. I'm not listening to that.
Let's talk about
anymore.
something else instead.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
You're very probably right. If you think.
As long as I'm not
Not
involved.
listening to all the blathering anymore.
I'm done.
I have the 400 ore.
Good. Very good. I believe that should be sufficient now.
That's not really my problem.
That wasn't very clever.
I'm not listening to all that blathering anymore.
Is that enough for me to join you?
Mordrag has spoken up for you, but you're not ready yet. Do your tasks.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
I doubt it's ever likely to change.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I want to...
Same old story every time. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Some people. I doubt it's ever likely to change. I better keep out of it. Hey, you! Buzz off! Lucky for you, but I would have enjoyed polishing your mug.
Boring fight.
You won't have much time to be sorry for it. You looking for trouble with me again?
Get lost.
I'll talk to you later.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
As long as I'm not involved.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Shrike has moved to another hut.
Good. Torloff just told me that he wanted to have a word with the guy.
Same old story.
See you later.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. Maybe
Do you want some?
if you. As long as I'm not involved. You're probably right. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it. It's the same story every time. You have to watch what you tell people.
Yeah, some people never learn.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Obviously, trouble ahead.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
You've been lucky there.
Yeah,
There
some
must be
people
something about that story after all. Hang on. Better not to go rushing. It was obvious that there would be some.
Who are you?
I'm Torloff. I was involved in a mutiny as mate of a royal warship. It wasn't such a good idea. The greater part of the crew was on the captain's side. That's how I came to be here.
I'd like to join you.
Lee won't take you on until you get real good. I'm telling you now. And until then, you'd better stay on good terms with Laris and his crowd. You want some advice, boy? Steal something important from the old camp. Or the old mine. As soon as the boys notice that you're against Gomez, you won't have any more trouble here.
And how do I do that?
You need to win their trust, and then you can rip them off.
May I pass through?
Some people never. It was obvious that there would be trouble.
What do I need to do to make you let me see Lee?
Nothing. This isn't the old camp, and Lee isn't Gomez. He doesn't need an army of henchmen to hide behind. He can defend himself. We are only here in case he needs us. Do you know where you're heading?
Where?
You're heading straight for Lee, our leader.
I'm not listening to him. You have to watch what you tell people. Stop! Nobody. Must be something about that story after. Some people. That won't happen again. Rely on somebody. It was obvious that they.
But keep it to yourself.
You-
clarified a long time ago. So I'm not listening to all that lather. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. Same old story every time.
You're the boss of the mercenaries, aren't you?
That's right, boy.
I'd like to join you.
You have a nerve. Do you honestly think I'll just take anybody who walks in here? You can only become one of us after you've spent a certain time in the camp. I'll observe you.
Which task do the mage's mercenaries have?
Very simple. Protect the ore, protect the mages. Sometimes the mages have a special task for one of us.
Do you...
Time when things would have gone very differently. Some people never learn.
Watch what you tell people.
There must be something about that story after all.
I have some
Same old story. There was a time when things would have gone very
Out.
Keep it to yourself.
You...
Listen, I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
That's really not my problem.
There must be something. Some people
There was a
never
time
learn.
when things would have gone very differently. That's really not my problem.
Greetings, magician.
May the blessing of Adanos be with you. I can help you to increase your magic powers or give you some useful items. What can I do for you?
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
We are the magicians of the Circle of Water. The magicians of the Circle of Fire live in the old camp.
But I can't get into the castle. Could you help me?
Well, occasionally we send messengers to our brothers in the old camp. But we only entrust these messages to Lara's men. He's been seeing to it for many years now that our messengers arrive safely.
You want to destroy the barrier. How exactly do you plan to do that?
We need major amounts of magic ore. We'll release the entire magic power in a great magic rite to blow up the barrier. Of course, such a big amount of ore attracts a lot of rogues and crooks. That's why we need a man to defend our plan.
I'd like to join you.
If you want to join us, you should see Lee or Laris.
I want to acquire magic writings.
You have to what?
Do you...
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
That wasn't very clever.
You have to what? That won't happen again.
Hey, how's it going?
Do you want to buy something?
I need a few things.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Maybe. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone very...
You don't look very agile. I could help you.
Let's talk
Not
about
listening to all the
I can show you how to control your body. It's the art of acrobatics.
People always talk.
I wouldn't like it.
That was lucky.
I have...
I wouldn't like it.
You're very...
But keep it to yourself. Why have you woken me up?
You... I have some swamp wheat here. Do you want some?
Sure.
You look...
Same old story every time.
You're very probably right.
It's obvious that there'd be trouble ahead.
Something about that story after
As long
all.
as I'm not involved.
There must be something about that story after all.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
People like to be in his shoes, though.
There must be something about that story.
I'm not listening to all
You
that.
shouldn't
Do you-
believe everything you hear. Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Say what happened again.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
You looking for trouble with me?
Rely on somebody, and you're in trouble.
Yeah, but as long as I'm not involved.
That won't happen again. If you think.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes. Maybe.
Do you want...
That won't happen again.
Rely on somebody,
You have to watch
and you're in
what you
trouble.
tell
You
people.
shouldn't believe everything
I-
you hear. There must be something about that story after all. There was a time.
Let's talk about something else instead.
You look like you...
Rely on somebody.
You shouldn't believe everything you
That's
hear.
how it goes. That wasn't very clever.
Let's talk about something else.
That wasn't very clever. It was obvious there would be trouble ahead. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though, because same old story. What do you think? As long as I'm not involved. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it...
Same old...
But keep it... Yeah, there must be...
There was a time when,
I'm not
as
listening to
long
all
as
the
I'm not
blathering.
involved, some people
Well,
never
if you
think.
Maybe...
As long as I'm not.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Rely on somebody and you're...
Stop!
That's how it goes. I thought that'd been... It's obvious that trouble ahead. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though, because... I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
As long as I'm not...
You should... I better keep out of it.
Same old story.
I have some.
Something about that story after all.
I have some swamp.
Show me the weed first.
I'd kill the beast.
Great! I got some of the Rice Lord's men to help me fix some of the damage it's caused. Now I can finally get some sleep.
People always...
Hey, you! You're in luck. I'll give you a second chance. Try not to mess it up this time. Well, go to the Rice Lord and then take water to all the peasants. Got it?
You looking for trouble with me?
From now on, you can carry the water yourself.
Oh, have you got better plans? I think I'll have to remind you who's the boss.
The fight's been decided.
When I was young, men were tough. When I was young, men were tough. You'll be sorry for that. When I was young, men were tough. I didn't see a thing.
Those sweets had enough!
You won't have much time to be sorry for it. You've given me a fair thrashing, man. 'Twas a good fight, but now it's over. You won't have much time to be sorry for it.
How are you, my friend?
Oh man, what do you want?
Time to be sorry for it.
The peasants look thirsty.
I'll see to it. Don't worry.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. Doubt it's ever likely to change. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. It was obvious there would be trouble ahead. Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.